Hello Indonesia, my name is Jessica. I'm a student at the Faculty of Pharmacy Sanata Dharma University in Yogyakarta. I created this video to fulfill the requirement that met for candidates expert staff of Association of Indonesia Pharmaceutical Student Council or ISMAFARSI, Joglosepur region. My contribution to ISMAFARSI I do with contributing in ISMAFARSI Joglosepur. So far, my contribution in ISMAFARSI is to be participant at the Leadership Training 1 LK1 ISMAFARSI, who had runs by my student executive agencies in 2015, and Leadership Training and Managerial Pharmacy Student 2 LKMMF2 ISMAFARSI Joglosepur, which has been organized by the Islamic University of Indonesia, Yogyakarta in 2016. As we know, LK1 and LKMF2 are a program for the successor Wilayah ISMAFARSI. I have also been participated Joglosepur ISMAFARSI Regional Council on 21 until 22 May 2016 in Purwokerto. I became one of the delegates for my university and contribute in determining the fate of ISMAFARSI Joglosepur the next 2 years, which is taking part in election of regional coordination Joglosepur period 2016 until 2018. I want to keep improving my contribution for ISMAFARSI to be one of the expert staff in ISMAFARSI Joglosepur region. When I decided to apply to become one of the expert staff Joglosepur region 2016 until 2018 period, this is the first step that I do to contribute more in promoting and introducing ISMAFARSI to students of other pharmaceuticals as one and society in general. Regional expert staff that I choose is external. The reason I choose external is because the expert staff will play an important role in increasing members of ISMAFARSI and expert staff to facilitate ISMAFARSI and its members in touch with Indonesia Pharmacists Association or IAI and the International Pharmaceutical Student Federation IPSF, in which the two organizations is also very important in our profession embodiment welfare in Indonesia as well as pharmacy student welfare in the world. The staff responsible for external expert to maintain the image of ISMAFARSI. This is what makes me challenged to take part in it. There are some shortcomings of the performance of the external expert staff Joglosepur region 2014 until 2016 period are: the first is lack of coordination with the national external expert staff. One reason is the team of external expert staff of the national external implementing the program of work of the national external expert staff and it is considered ambiguous, so need to be questioned again whether the national team expert staff required. I think it would be nice if there was no expert staff of the national team. The region external expert staff lack of knowledge of the IPSF is the second shortcomings. This causes incapacity the expert staff of IPSF in presenting material to other students, supposedly an external to understand beforehand about the IPSF and keep updated with all the information. And the third is the lack of publicity about the SEP to students, which is one of the causes on is the lack of coordination with the student executive agencies in Joglosepur region. External expert staff should be more intensive in publishing SEP, for example, to cooperate with the expert staff of media and publication. The fourth is lack of maintaining a good relationship with the students' executive agencies. This is caused by external expert staff who rarely attend events in the regional for personal reasons. The impact of this fourth point is that information is not conveyed. This deficiency can be overcome by always attending the region events closer to its members and keep in touch with them. And evaluate the shortcomings of 2014 until 2016, I would give some innovation of my work program. The first is Hello ISMAFARSI. External expert staff initiative visit the newly opened college courses as one pharmaceuticals then introduced and invited to belong ISMAFARSI. The goal is the students' executive agencies, which is geographically located in the region of Central Java and Yogyakarta, incorporated in ISMAFARSI, and all the members of each student's executive agencies know and understand ISMAFARSI. The second is establish professional parents team, PP team. PP team formed in order to avoid miscommunication between staff of external experts with members of ISMAFARSI region, so that all information can be channeled mainly SEP and done well to reach the target of external expert staff. The team also helps the staff to publishing events which will be held in the future. This team consists of CEO and CP, IPSF of the student executive agencies, and some members of the student executive agencies itself that don't have CEO or CP IPSF. This team will perform an action at the college every 4 months in order to attract students to join the events of the IPSF. External expert staff will keep in touch with PP team. The goal is to help the external expert staff, national and region, in information distribution to students at the university, make it easier also in the recruitment of delegates and introduction of an international organization. The third program is intensive promotional SEP to members of ISMAFARSI, to IPSF and SEP promotion through the regional event LK1, as well as the determination of a special day for introduction SEP by each student executive agencies. In these activities, also explain all the benefits to be derived from its participation. The external expert staff, in collaboration with the expert staff of the media and publication related to making SEP articles and posters, which were distributed to student executive agencies to be published later in their college. The goal is to increase student interest and enthusiasm in participating in the SEP. The fourth program is create international delegation guideline as a reference for the participant in making proposal and how to delegate themselves. The goal is the participants are not confused in the register and there is no difference between participants. The fifth program is external discussion. The external expert staff of national and regional, also the PP team, determine the time each week to discuss related EAE or IPSF or ACP or the students' executive agencies program. This discussion is beyond the things that are urgent. The goal is to avoid miscommunication again between the national and regional, as well as national information can be conveyed to the students' executive agencies. The sixth program is cooperation with EAE. The staff asks for EAE to protect ISMAFARSI and jointly to the community service, as well as the introduction of the profession to the public. The goal is for maintain good relationship and good cooperation with EAE. EIE want to support all activities of ISMAFARSI Joglosepur, such as community service. My seventh program is cooperation with the expert staff of community service in region and other health student organization. Cooperation with the expert staff of community service related for IPSF project in community service, and contact the student organization of other health profession, and then plan a project together with an expert staff of community service region. The goal is to implement projects of IPSF and implementation of interprofessional service activities. And when talking about myself, I'm a passionate person. I'm pleased with the new environment. I love meeting people that I never met before. Because of that, I'm a curious person and like trying new things. I was personally unyielding and very willing to learn. When I've decided on a choice, I will try hard to carry out my responsibilities and showing my professionalism there. Although I have a character that could be considered a plus for me, still cannot deny I'm a human who didn't escape from the shortcuts. I was emotional shortcomings. Emotional heroes means easy move until tears. I sometimes feel down and feel smaller than the others, so I become less confident. With all the characteristics of both the advantages and disadvantages, I continue to be grateful with what I have and continue to try to become a better person, of course. When I decided to enroll as an external expert staff ISMAFARSI region Joglosepur period 2016 until 2018. I accept the consequences of exiting and committed to ISMAFARSI will not pass my S1 until my management completed. I will do my best for the progress of ISMAFARSI and welfare of the S1 pharmaceutical student in Indonesia. So I will do my best for it. And thank you very much. That's all of my video.